The Invite is Olivia Wilde's third feature film that she's directed. All right, it's kind of like a mashup of the other two movies in a way. So her first movie was Booksmart, a broad high school comedy movie. And it was funny and people loved it. And then her second movie was Don't Worry, Darling, which was more of a sci-fi drama. And this Invite movie is kind of like a amalgamation of both those movies come together. It kind of plays like a stage play. It's a drama with comedy, and it's unnervingly disturbing and funny and erotic. All right, so here's the basic premise. Olivia Wilde and Seth Rogen are a married couple who don't see eye to eye anymore. They're kind of stuck in a rut. They haven't had sex in forever. And they recently remodeled their house, and there was a lot of renovation noises, and they fear that they might have annoyed their upstairs neighbors with all the loud construction noises. Well, Olivia Wilde's worried about that. Seth Rogen does not give two fucks about the people who live above them. Because, well, I guess it's not even above them. Somewhere in comparison. No, it's above them. Yeah, that's weird. The way it doesn't matter. You'll understand if you see the movie. Seth Rogen is more pissed off at the fact that they can hear vigorous sex all the time, any hour of the day or night, loud fucking. Like it wakes them up in the middle of the night. And they have a daughter, and they don't want their daughter hearing this. And it's just unsettling. And one day after a long day's work, Seth Rogen comes home, and Olivia Wilde's like, "You got to get ready. Our dinner party's about to start." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "We have the neighbors coming over." And he's like, what? No, those guys, no, fuck that. And he gets very irritated. But then he's like, "You know what? Fine. Fine, yeah. I'll tell them how I feel. I'm going to tell them off." And Olivia Wilde's like, "Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it." And there's a lot of bickering there. And there's hostility. It's raw. And of course, he's mad because she didn't tell him anything about this, but she claims she's told him well in advance. And it's like, who's right, who's wrong? You find out later on in the movie. And as they're fighting, you hear the neighbors knock on the door, and then up pops Penelope Cruz and Edward Norton. These two are so in love, and it's infectious. And they're so open with their sexuality. And Olivia Wilde's like all into it. She's cool with it. She wants to impress them. She thinks they're hip and fun, and she wants to be more like them. And Seth Rogen's like, fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. I hate these guys. And it's all about like, will Seth say something? Olivia tries stopping him. And then it boils down to, oh shit, these guys are swingers and they have sex parties. And then it quickly becomes, holy fuck, do they want to have an orgy with us? Do they want to fuck us? And that becomes like the quarrel of like, should this couple have sex with this other couple? Will that change their relationship? Will that change the dynamic? Are they still in love? Are they not in love? And just even hearing about how much Ed Norton and Penelope Cruz are in love makes them question their relationship. But it's kind of unhealthy because we learn how Penelope and Edward became a couple. And I'm not going to spoil that here, but it's kind of shady. But hey, they're grown adults, consensual adults. And it's just a messy, wild romp. It's down, it's dirty, it's a lot of talking, but it's hilarious. It kind of reminds me a lot of the 2011 Roman Polanski movie Carnage, starring Jodie Foster, Christoph Waltz, Kate Winslet, and John C. Reilly. It has that vibe. Like, that was a more heavy situation, but this is more sexual and more comedic. And it's just a look at relationships. It's a look at community. And it's just a moral judgment type of movie. It's like, whose side do you want to take? Should they do this? Should they not do it? And it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. And the end is so ambiguous. Like, I saw this movie at a festival, I want to say a month and a half, 2 months ago. And after Olivia Wilde came out to talk about it, and she's like, yeah, Seth and I have very different takes on how the end happens. Like, I think our characters did this, he thinks our characters did that, and nobody's wrong. And it's that type of movie that leaves the open ended to the audience, which is totally fine. They get a lot of play out of the very limited location. Like, they keep interesting camera movements and setups. It looks visually pleasing. The acting is just sharp and witty. I laughed my ass off this whole freaking movie. And the interesting thing here is it was written by Rashida Jones and Will McCormick, and it has shades of their movie Celeste and Jesse Forever, but I feel like the last movie I recall their names being in the title for was Toy Story 4, and this is so far away from Toy Story 4, it's hilarious. This movie is an hour and 47 minutes, but it's spellbinding. It is just chaos. It's hilarious. It's unpredictable. It zigs when you think it's going to zag. It's fantastic. I can't wait to see this movie again. In an hour and 47 minutes, I'd watch 3 hours of this. I'd watch this on the stage. I'd watch this as a TV series. It's so uncomfortable and so fun and so interesting to see, and the characters are so distinct. Like, I feel like my character relates a lot more with Seth Rogen's character a bit, like, fuck these guys. And it's interesting. Norton's character is kind of like this wild, kind of free spirit guy who's retired. Penelope is this like sex positive woman who's just living her best life, and I feel like Olivia doesn't really know what's going on. Like, she's a mother, she's a wife, she wants to be an interior designer, she just wants to be seen, she wants to be a part of something, and she's not getting that out of her relationship. It'll really make you question a lot. And it's beautifully directed, astoundingly written, and the performances are what really captivated me. I had a blast watching The Invite. I highly implore you to check it out when it hits theaters. I believe it comes out on June 26th. So go and check out The Invite. You won't regret it. And if you don't regret watching this review, please do me a favor by hitting like and subscribe. That way you can stay in the loop, because I'm going to be so thankful that you did that I'll put out daily videos for your viewing pleasure right here on this platform. And if you happen to like entertainment podcasts, I host one, and it's called Movie Toast, News and Reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.